going on, everybody? Welcome to round three for the evening. I'm Rob Odie. I'm in the Bear Cave. You know the Studio 39, and this is Spotlight 39. Coming to you live at or around 8 p.m., just like we do Monday through Thursday. We got some super special guests. I've already had two. I got another one lined up right now. We already got some folks tapped in, about to show some love, man. It looks like my guy's having some technical difficulties. It is all well, nonetheless. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, give the video a thumbs up because that's the only way this thing's going to continue to grow with YouTube. Now that all that stuff's out the way, let me make sure I plug the Darius Minor Foundation. I do it every single time. The website is dm39. Check it out. Share across your social media. In the event that you can't make the event in person, no harm, no foul. We would certainly appreciate any and all support that you can provide. Like I said, the website is dm39.org. Now that that's out the way, let's get into it. We are live. My man is having some technical difficulty, so I'm going to go back a couple of pages real quick so I can iron it out with him in just a moment. All right, all right. I think we are good. I think important. You posted the link that I had for you to join, so you got a lot of folks trying to join the conversation. So they need to join the YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch streams in order to watch because right now they're trying to jump in and. But it is
Yeah,
ready to get this party started.
sir.
Good deal, man. So let's do this. Let me hand you the floor. Tell us name, where you're from, position, graduating class, and we can have a good conversation.
All right, so I'm Omillio Agard, class of 2024. Uh, Philadelphia DB, go to St. Joe's Prep in Philly. So yeah, that's pretty much
That's it,
about me.
right? Short and sweet, man. So,
Yeah,
4-star defensive back, class of 24 out of St. Joseph Prep, Philadelphia, right? So a great program, the city of brotherly love.
that's
I
it.
love it, right? Shout out to Philly. Um, so
Yes,
before
sir.
we get started, man, obviously, there's Pats and there's Genos, but that's neither one of those is probably your spot. Where's the Philly spot, for Philly cheesesteak that the tourists don't know about?
Uh, I usually get cheesesteaks from the corner store, but I say Delisandro's. That's my mom's favorite, so I just go with that.
There we go. There we go. Cool, man. So let's stay on track, man. I appreciate that. I just had to shout out Philly, man. I love Philly. Uh, but let's kind of rewind the clock, man. So last year, right? You got to play a little bit of football, right? So let's talk about last year.
Yeah.
Summarize last football season for me, man. The good, the bad, the ugly. What went well? What did you recognize that you wanted to work on?
All right, so last year I was a freshman on varsity. I was getting used to the team, getting used to everything, getting used to high school. Period. So
Hey, man.
it was definitely a learning process. Like my school is a hard academic school, so I just really locked in with the books. And on the field, I didn't start until like the state championship because I played good all practice that week, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do nickel and you're gonna start." So that's when I forgot my first start. So like I was really like getting in like second half the whole season because our team was good and we blew everybody up. So I
That's
started state chip and I just took off from there. Like I had a couple pass breakups and I had like a tackle and I was just like ever since then I could play with these dudes. I'm a top cat. So
so you found it in
yeah.
yourself right from the jump. Look, man. Like I don't care how big you are, how tall, strong, any of that. You gonna square up with them.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the off season. What all were you involved with? Did you hit camps, combines, man? What did you do, man? June 1, the floodgates opened up.
Yeah, this off season was crazy. Like we won our state championship in like December because everything pushed back because COVID. So December, I think we won our state championship, and then a couple months later in February, I'm going to camps. I went to this camp in Georgia. I think it's called the NCEC camp,
Okay.
and I like locked up everybody and releases and stuff. We didn't do one on ones because it wasn't that type of camp. but we did releases, and I'm locking everybody up. And then, like ever since that day, like I my like recruiting process started to pick up. Colleges will send me a questionnaire. I had to fill it out, and then February 13th, I didn't really hit up many camp before that. February 13th, I'm in Atlanta working out with my trainer Oliver Davis, and
That's good
I'm
company.
locking up Georgia cats.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm locking.
Oliver Davis, right? So that's good company, man.
Yeah,
What's
yeah, that's my
the
guy.
right?
OD.
1%, right?
Yeah, 1%.
That's it.
Get
Go
better
ahead.
every day. So yeah, February 13th, I'm down there at ATL getting work and guarding top receivers in Georgia, and I'm just locking them up. So then after the training, like me and OD like locked in ever since, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you on the phone with LSU tonight." And I was like, for real, like people say stuff and like you don't really believe it until like happens.
Yep. And then
So
that
like
football game,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So like he was serious about it. And before that, like right after my training, I had got a call from my assistant head coach at my school. He was like, "We have a phone call with Temple to make." And we FaceTime Coach Infante at Temple. I got my first call right after that training. Right after that training. And then a couple hours later, I get LSU. And then a couple hours later after that, I get Penn State, and three in one day. And those are my first three offers. So it was just crazy. And then ever since then, my recruiting process just picked up and picked up and picked up. And I was just going and I went to the Ohio State camp in the summer and everything. And I took visits to Ohio State and Penn State. So yeah,
Speaking of
that's
Penn
pretty
State, man,
much
were
the
you
off season.
there on Saturday? Did you get to experience that crazy?
Yeah, I was there. It was amazing.
So take a moment right now, man, and kind of just what was that environment like? Because I can tell you from TV, it was outrageous. Like I felt like I was there. So what was it like being there?
Is like no other. I haven't seen anything like it yet. It was crazy. You can't even put it into words. Like the atmosphere, the environment, the love of the Penn State family in Happy Valley. It's just crazy. Like I can't even put it into words.
There was a lot of dudes there, man. A lot of dudes, a lot of
Hmm.
level, high caliber recruits was in the building, man. So it was great to watch, and I'm happy that you got to experience that because that was look. I've watched a handful of whiteouts, over the years, but I have not seen one to that caliber ever. Like that was next level.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my Philadelphia Eagles tried to do a whiteout yesterday. Right? They put white shirts in. It didn't quite turn out like Penn State, but
Yeah, it's
nonetheless,
nothing like it.
it was crazy, man. So look, let's get back on track though. So let's talk about how all the work that you put in over the off season, right? How's that transition to where we're at right now? You played what 3 or 4 games, right?
Played 3 games so far, two scrimmages.
Okay, so what are you seeing, right? How's statistically, if you don't have the exacts, that's fine. But are you seeing an improvement? I would imagine so, especially with the company that you got. But what are you seeing in the season?
Well, so far I've seen many improvements from last year from me playing. I got a pick in the first game I played this year, so that's an improvement. I didn't have any picks last year. I had four deflections and I think seven or six tackles. So that's my stats so far. And from last year to now is a big improvement.
Yeah.
My body's looking a little bit different. My technique is more technical, and like I'm just better than a lot of kids on the field, and I can see it, and I take advantage of that, and I
So
use that to my advantage.
that's it, man. So how much of an improvement have you seen in your footwork? Working out with Mr. Davis down in the A.
Yeah, like ever since I've been with OD, I've been to like probably like seven trainings with him, and that's my guy. Like we're like this now, so he just got me right. He just gave me many techniques that I can use in this season, and I'm definitely giving it time to use it because I haven't got the right time. But he taught me some techniques that I haven't seen that y'all will see this year. But like my technique, my footwork is totally different. Like I always had fast feet, but he just made it technical with me. Like he broke it down to the littlest form, and he told me, "You do this, this is going to happen," and like it's just crazy. Like this off season was the best off season I ever had in my life, and it's
Now,
paying dividend right now.
that's huge. That is super huge.
Yeah.
So with that, right? What big matchups, or if there's only one, like what's the big game or games coming up for you on your schedule this year?
All right, so I think we already played our biggest game. It was the second game of the season versus Milton,
Yep, of
and yeah, that
course.
that we lost 28 to 21, but it was a close game. I didn't. It was a very fun, great environment, hostile environment.
You
So
traveled down
I
to.
think we played. No, they came to
Oh,
PA.
oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. They came up to Pennsylvania. Yep.
Yeah,
So what
yeah,
else?
and
What else
we have it,
here?
huh?
What else have we got on slate for the rest of the year? What other
Oh
programs?
yeah, I think our second biggest game is going to be our ESPN game versus Middleton in probably I think it's 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 weeks. We play Middleton. That's a team from Delaware with a 4-star QB, and we're gonna be on ESPN. So that's gonna be our second biggest game.
Okay.
So
Got some things
yeah,
to look forward to,
I'm
right?
looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely.
Go out on national television.
I know I can't wait.
Huge, man. So let let's kind of transition away from the football field, man, because we could talk football forever. Let's talk about the academics. You're at St. Joseph Prep, right? So I'm going to assume that you're rocking with a high GPA. But you tell me, man, you were hitting the books before you jumped on. So obviously that's first
Mhm.
in mind, and I respect that. So where are we at, grade wise?
Yeah, right now I can't we don't have the GPA, the grade point average right now because it's early in the year, but I have I'll say 4 A's, a B, and 1 C right now, and that C is in Latin. Latin is like the hardest thing at St. Joe's Prep. Like
Latin in
is
general, man,
like
I
the
couldn't
worst.
imagine. So good for you for at least
Yeah,
putting in the work. But that's cool, man. So let's transition away from that. We already talked a little bit about the recruiting process, but let's kind of dig a little bit, man, because I'm not curious on anything in specific. I'm more so curious at what point after you got them three in one day. Was it a domino effect? Were you getting just phone call after phone call, DM after DM? Like what type of communication have you received, and how is it coming?
it definitely a domino effect. Like after that day, February 13th, I think I'll probably say yeah. 4 days later, I got a call from damn, I can't even remember, but I think I got a call from Pitt, and then it just kept going down. USC, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Miami.
All
It's
program.
definitely a domino effect. It was crazy.
And are they calling? Are they hitting you on DMs? Going through your coaches? What type of communication is it?
So I'm an underclassman, so they can't call us yet until my junior year, September 1st. So they'll send me a questionnaire, and then they'll have their number in it, and they'll say call this number, and I'll call them, and then they'll like tell me like I've been watching your film, I love you, you fit well with this team, I see your technique, I see you a dog, and then they'll offer me, and then I'll thank them like
That's
they've
cool.
changed my life. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
look, like most people, they wait for that first blessing, right? Your class of 24, you got so much time to get bigger, stronger, faster. It's scary. I mean, it's outrageously scary for everybody that's going to go up against you. I mean, because you're going to put
yes
in the
sir,
work, especially with the company that you got. I mean, you're only going to continue to get better, and you're
sir.
already a dude to watch, and it's only going to go up from here, man. So look, keep grinding,
Yes
keep
sir.
doing what you're doing. Let's do this. Let's transition away from the whole football talk, the grade talk, the recruiting, all that stuff, man. Let's have the hardest part of this conversation. Let's talk about you. Let's learn a little bit about who you are outside the game, man. So when you're not working out, and that includes going down to the A, right? When you're not playing football or anything involved in the sport, what do you like to do? You're still a young man. You're still, in my eyes, you're still a kid, right? Still growing to become your own. So what do you like to do?
Man, I say I like to play my PS4. I don't really go out too much. Everything is like really football with my teammates, and those are like my best friends. So I'll say if it's not PS4, not football, I'm definitely going out with my friends somewhere, my teammates, and then I'll hang out with my friends outside of football. Like hanging out with my friends and family. So that's pretty much what I do outside of football. I'm a goofy person. I'm funny. I like to laugh a lot. Uh, I'm a kind guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't really do too much. I'm
Work
just
show, right?
yeah.
Like it, man. Look, there ain't nothing wrong with that. We can all respect that. Just leave it all on the field. be a quiet monster. It is no harm in that. So I ask everybody, man, it's Friday night lights. You're about to go to war with your brothers, right? What's banging in your headphones or what's banging in the locker room, getting you hyped up for the show? You're from Philly, so if you don't tell me Meek Mill at
Yeah.
some point, I'm gonna be a little discouraged. But you tell me, man.
All right. Before you like Meek hasn't dropped anything lately. So I Dreams and Nightmares is always on the playlist, but
All right,
he
there we
hasn't dropped anything lately. Yeah, yeah. But my favorite rapper right now is definitely NBA YoungBoy. He's top notch, the best. I'm bumping him every song. He has over like 100 songs. That's what I'm saying. He NBA YoungBoy definitely. He'll get you to run through a wall.
go. All right, look, it's always young boy, right? It's the baby.
Hmm.
Sometimes we get a little sprinkle of Drake. Me personally, I love Drake, man. Drake's new album,
Yeah, I love Drake too.
something nice. But yeah, man, I'm waiting for some new Meek Mill material. That Championships album was hot. Look, I still
Yes, that yeah.
Now, look, man, he got a lot of talent on there, so it was a good album. Definitely get you fired up. But Dreams and
Mhm.
Nightmares, you can't mess with that either. So anyway, man, I'm gonna hand
Nah.
it to the floor one last time. Go ahead and shout out anybody and everybody that's been in your corner, that shows you love, that helps you, along your journey, whatever it is, man. Whoever you show them some love. Now's the time.
Yeah, I want to shout out my family. I love them. Without them, I wouldn't be. My parents, my mom, my dad. Without them, I wouldn't even be here.
Sure.
I like to shout out my dad for putting me on the map, like taking me to places out of state and doing everything he can to boost my football profile. And my siblings, I love them to death. And my friends, my family, my teammates, St. Joe's Prep, Coach Roken, Coach Sugg, all my teammates. Um, yeah, that's pretty much shout out all of them, my
Shout out
family, my friends.
everybody in your corner, man. You got a big support group that's helping you along the way. You got, like I said, you got one of the best, if not the best, trainers, down in Atlanta. So keep doing what you're doing. Let's stay in contact, man. I'm excited to watch your career unfold because it's gonna be a beauty. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, sir.
Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, keep grinding, man. Have a big game on ESPN. I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna watch it live. So, I'm
Yeah, you
Rob
got to.
yeah, man. I'm Rob Bodie. Spotlight 39. We're coming back tomorrow night. I like breakdown. So anybody and everybody, if you're out there and you're watching, you want to have your film watched, tap into the live show. We're gonna bring up your film, watch 3 or 4 minutes of it, give you some real raw feedback. All right, that's what we do every Tuesday night. That being said, I appreciate you, man. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm gonna bring up my man Darius Miner like I do every single time to close out the show.